Okay, guys, I am absolutely so excited to be doing this for you guys today. I am just feeling so excited and just so fired up about all of the new stuff that's going on right now. And then they announced like free trips to Disney, and I cried because I love Disney. And not just because they're giving away free trips to Disney, but because of the amazing potential of this business to you go to Disney as many times a year as you want if you start working your business now using these new tools that we have, like let alone them giving away free trips. Like you're not even going to need a free trip. You're going to be able to pay for a trip to take your whole family next year if you start implementing these things that Jade is doing and is has been giving us. So first of all, very first thing, within the first couple minutes of the Zoom, I want you to take a second and I want you to check yourself and your mindset, because the only way that adapting new changes, and especially this new kind of training, is going to like work for you is if you are open and you're open-minded and you're not holding yourself back and you're not putting expectations on your potentials out of fear. Well, my potentials aren't going to want to get on the phone. You don't know that. I've gotten on the phone with 28 people this week. Well, my potential distributors, they're broke. They don't have $99. Yes, they do. You found $99, which means that they did too. So I just want you guys to start kind of looking at this like this mindset of scarcity, this mindset of not having enough and your potential's not having enough. And I want you to literally just stop. Like, can we just rewrite the way that we think about our business and the way that we think about our potentials? Because we're about to ask you to get out of your comfort zone, and we're about to ask you to try something completely different, but it's only going to work if you're not sitting around saying, well, I can't do that. Well, that won't work. My potentials won't like that. Well, if that's your attitude, then you've already made the decision that this is not going to work for you, and that's not what we want. So this new training, I literally want you guys to just think of this the whole way through. Like, it's personal and it's simple. Do not overthink it. Do not overthink it for 1 second. It's just like if someone was sitting in front of you and you were talking to them about your business. That is how every interaction, every phone call, every, follow up, that is how it's going to feel, as if you're just talking to your BFF about what you're doing in your business and asking her if she knows anybody who would be interested. The funny part about this new training is that it's actually old training. Like, this is how network marketers used to do it back in the day. Like, this is how people would talk to people in their network before we had social media. Back in the day when Pam Souter was building her business for the first time, all she had was in-person meetings and phone calls. That was it. That was all she had. So if you think about it that way, we're actually going back to classic network marketing techniques. So it's all new to us, right? Because those of us who are on Jade Hooper's team have been using this very specific kind of social media marketing for the past, I've been in for 3 years, Ali's been in for 3 years, Jade's been here for 5 years. We've all been using this very specific kind of network marketing technique using social media. And now we're kind of trying to just bridge that gap between social media and belly to belly. I want to give you guys some more resources so that if you get off this Zoom and you want more, or you're still not understanding, it's not clear, there are 2 books that you should go get for yourself. The first one is Get Over Your Damn Self by Romy Neustadt. Ali, will you check the spelling on that and put it in the chat for me? That'd be very helpful. But Romy, Romi, is her first name. I just don't know how to spell her last name. I guessed on my notes. And then the second book is How to Rock Your Network Marketing Business by a woman named Sarah Robbins. Now, both of these people are not in It Works, okay? So don't go looking for their training and then thinking that you have to join their company to be successful with this, because that's not what's going on here. But they have been in this industry for 10 years, for 15 years. And so that is the kind of longevity that I want my team to be building into their businesses. I, of course, want you guys to make money in the next 90 days. I, of course, want you to make a paycheck next month. But more importantly, when you look back in 5 years to this month, September to remember, I want you to think about the fact that you were building the foundation of a super duplicatable business that will be paying you for years and years to come. Sound good? Everyone on board? Thumbs up? Shaking heads? Okay, cool. Just making sure everyone's alive out there. Just making sure. Okay, so your new distributor packet, the new distributor packet that Jade has posted in the 90-day group. I've also posted it in my team page. I'm pretty sure Allie's posted it in her team page. I'm pretty sure everyone's got their hands on it. If you don't, for some reason, get with your upline. This is the first page in case you guys are like looking for clarification. Like I said, I'm not going to go over the entire packet. Like, I know that Jade has done like 2 videos now going over this packet. I want to talk more about what do we do with this information and how is my day-to-day business building different than it was last month. But I do still want to talk about this because I think it's just like the whole idea of this is to be what we call duplicatable. And that is the entire point of building a network marketing business. You want to be doing what you can teach your team how to do so they can teach their teams how to do it and they can teach their teams how to do it. That's why Jade is the #3 income earner, because when she started this social media training, it was so easy to teach and so easily duplicatable that she taught it to her people and her people taught it to their people and those people taught it to us and now we're teaching it to our teams. It was so easy and simple. The problem is that social media is now smarter than us with algorithms, with the amount of network marketers that are on social media. And so we're trying to just get ahead of the game again. Jade changed the game once before and we can do it again, right guys? So just make sure that you're plugging in with this idea of taking your business seriously. And I don't mean putting in 12 hours a day and making it your passion and forgetting about your children and never going back to school. That's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about is look at your business like a business. Don't just look at it like that thing you're posting about on Facebook. Don't just look at it like, oh, I have some free time, I'll send some messages on Instagram. No, be a business owner and embrace being an entrepreneur and the ups and the downs and the cycles and the journey that comes with all of that. So this whole idea of being the product of the product, finding your why, building your list, coming up with your story, learning how to invite people to the opportunity and connecting with those people, not just the people that you're messaging for the first time, but with your customers, with your distributors, and with these people who are now going to call connectors. So I want to talk a little bit about you have to develop your why. It's like the very second page, and I literally just did the second and third pages myself today, and it was very moving to revisit my why. So whether you just got started or you've been in the business for 3 years, sit down and get real with yourself about your why. It will change. It will change. Why I started is not still my why. But if you don't have a clear why, you're gonna get lost in the midst. It literally says at the top of this page, what do successful business owners do to succeed and overcome obstacles? They create clear goals and they make a plan. You are going to come across obstacles in this business, and that's why I love this training so much. So okay, we have a bunch of new tools that we're going to use based on this packet, but also based on outside things that we're doing. And so I think, like I said, like you guys can go through this packet, you can read all of this stuff, you can make your why, you can do your, your 90 days and all of that, or you can do your 30, 60, 90-day plan, but that's stuff that you guys can do on your own time. I want to talk about like the actual tools that we're going to be using during this 90-day push outside of this packet. And then we're going to talk about the flow, which basically moves itself through the packet. So brand new tools. Coffee and combos. Has anyone gotten on a coffee and combos yet? Jade did one. Allie did one. I did. Mine are called Bubbly and Boss Babes. I did one with Sarah Neerman yesterday. They are so fun. So those are not only inspirational stories for you guys to plug into and fill up your cups. Those are all stories and videos that you can send to your potential distributors. So when you get off the phone with somebody, and we're going to talk about getting on the phone, so don't panic yet. when you get off the phone with somebody, you're going to say, you know what? My team leader just did an amazing video with a top income earner in our company. Can I send you the link? Will you watch it? Just little tiny things like that. If they're on Facebook and you see it pop up, invite them to it. Invite them to watch. They need as many exposures as possible. Another new tool that we're going to be having is online parties. I put in parentheses coming soon because I don't know when Jade is going to officially launch all of that, but she will be doing online parties. They're super simple. You literally just add your potentials. That's it. And then make sure that, you know, you're not stealing anybody's potentials because Jade will banish you. And, you know, that you're helping comment your own personal results and answer questions and all that stuff. But they will be every single week. So every single week, you're going to be able to go to your listed potentials and say, hey, can I add you to it? Can I send you an invite to our online party? You can learn more about the products. You can learn more about the business. Your other new tool is our success call library. So us Diamonds and Above have been recording our calls. They're usually just like 10 to 12 minutes, like they're very short, and it's just a link that you can send to your potential. And our goal is to have a ton of different kinds of success stories so that you can then, again, if you're talking to a teacher, you can send her the call that a teacher did about them being a teacher and now finding success with it works. If it's a single mom, there'll be a story about a single mom. If it's a college student, you'll have Cheyenne Knox's call right there, right for you, triple diamond, you know, sorority girl. You'll be able to send that to them. And now I want to talk about the fourth tool, guys. This is a tool you've always had, but one that I feel like we have sincerely missed out on, and that's your story. And I'm not just talking about a life post, guys. I'm talking about how do you tell your story to people who you're talking to about this business. And there is actually two different like write your story activities in here. There's a write your short story, and then if you go to the page that says reach out language, there's another like how to write your story thing. And I really encourage you guys to just like get it down. My husband was making fun of me today because I did some phone calls before we left. And he was like, the phone calls are really good, but I'm literally listening to you have the same conversation over and over again. And I was like, well, yeah, it's my story. I have it down. I've got it down pat because it's mine. So regardless of your accomplishments, regardless of your rank, regardless of the size of your paychecks, you need to be writing down. Who are you? Your background, a little bit about yourself and what you did before it works. Why were you looking for a new opportunity? How did you find your business and what convinced you to join? What results have you seen or hope to see? And that's with both the products and the business. What has excited you the most about joining It Works? And what are you most excited about accomplishing? And what achievements have you had so far? And then make the ending meaningful. What will this business do or continue to do for your family? That's your story. And every single one of you can answer those questions, even if you haven't made a single dollar yet, right? So develop that story. That way, the reason that you guys are also nervous about getting on the phone is because you feel like you don't know what to say, right? You feel like you're going to get on the phone, you're going to be like, practice your story. Then you'll know exactly what to tell somebody about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because you'll know your story, and that's it. That's all we're doing is just sharing our stories in a more personal way. So another different thing that we're going to be doing is, and I know that a lot of us have been doing this, is 99% of us are used to messaging about the products, right? We're used to messaging about people trying the products or doing host to post. So the new way of doing things is that we're actually leading with the business. And the reason that we're doing this is because some of these leaders in network marketing, this is what they do. They lead with the business and then default to the products and then default to referrals. Because customers are awesome, guys. And I have been one to sign like 30 plus customers in a month. So I'm not saying I've never like fallen into that, but signing distributors is what makes you money. Like money, like fast start bonuses, cabs once you're a diamond and above, leadership bonuses. You guys like probably don't even know the compensation plan well enough. I know that I don't, to understand how much money there is to be made by personally enrolling distributors who turn around and are successful in this company. Like that's why Jade is number 3 income earner, is because she signs and always has signed a crap ton of distributors. So the idea is that I'm not telling you guys not to sign customers. You should still be posting about the products. You should still be talking about the products. And one of the options when you're on the phone with people is obviously that they will be interested in not the business, but the products instead, right? But when you are messaging people, when you are leading the conversation, the idea is that you are going to mostly be approaching people about the opportunity and then falling back on the products and then falling back on referrals if they're not interested in either. Does that make sense to everybody? It's kind of a good flow. And then if they're like, no, I don't know anyone, well, then you know. Then you know they're really not interested in anything. But I have had now 2 girls who I got on the phone, I gave them my spiel, I sent them the stuff, I called them for a follow-up, and they said, I'm really sorry. I'm just not interested. I'm really sorry. And I said, you know what, girl, it's okay. Thank you so much for your time. Would you be willing to put up a post to help me out and see if any of your friends are interested? Both of them were like, oh yeah, girl, you've been so sweet. Like, of course. So I got 2 hosts to post out of it. Not a big deal. So you need to learn the cycle of success, and you need a strong why so you can connect it to your goals, so that when you're going through these daily actions of what we're calling the flow, you're holding on and you're doing it over and over and over again. Now we're going to talk about the flow. So the flow of our conversation previously has pretty much been like send messages, get responses, give information, follow up until they sign up, right? Like that's the basic idea of like what we've been doing in our businesses previous to this. So this is going to be a little different. It's going to be way more personal, and you are going to have to believe it. And that's like one of the number one things that I wanted to talk about on this Zoom was just your confidence. Have confidence. You know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. You know these products. And if you feel like you don't, then just work on that. Work on your story. Practice it. Practice your one-on-one call script. Practice going live on Facebook and do it. Like, if you truly understand what you have your hands on, then you believe in it. You understand that this business can make you thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. You understand that these products are real, good quality, premier health and wellness products that people all over the world want and are getting results from. So stop feeling like you can't, like, stop holding yourself back from being so stinking excited about this that you can't help but talk to everybody about it. Like, think about the last thing that you just like were so excited about you couldn't stop talking about it. For me, like when I go to TJ Maxx and I find like a really, really good sale, like a really, really good one though. Like my mom will call me and I'll be like, Mom, I found these blah, blah, blahs at TJ Maxx and they were only this much. Like that's how you should feel about your business. That's how you should feel about these products and this opportunity. It's like every person that you talk to, you're like, I just can't help myself. I have to tell you about this because I just love it so much and I'm just so excited and it's like the best thing in my life. That's genuine. That is genuine excitement. That is ignorance on fire, even if you feel like you have no idea what you're saying. That's how people promoted in this business to diamond in like 90 days. Like that's how you do it. So the flow, inviting. So you've got all these people, right? On your social media, in your phone, in your daily life. Instead of our first step now being messaging, our first step is inviting. And there is a whole page full of reach out ideas. I'm going to see if I can read some of them to you. Hey, you seem so sweet and I wanted to see if I could pick your brain. I have this amazing opportunity and I want to see if you know anyone that would be interested. Would you be willing to help? Hey, I know this is sort of random, but I've come across your profile a few times and something told me I needed to reach out. I was wondering if I could pick your brain. I'm expanding my online business and I'm hoping you'll give me a minute or two to share with you what I'm doing. We can see if this would be a good fit for you or maybe someone you know. Hi there, I'm sorry if this is out of the blue, but I've come across your profile a few times and I think you would be so good at what I do. I would love to see if this opportunity would be a good fit for you, and if not, then maybe for someone you know. I don't know if you have a few minutes for me to share with you what I'm doing. So you guys see how all those messages are so freaking casual? And I want you to come up with your own message in your own words. Like pick up your phone and turn on talk to text and invite somebody to learn more about what you're doing. However you would say that. And then my other recommendation is because these messages are so casual, you're going to be able to send less of them and still get responses. So take a little time to interject something personal. So like in that one message where it said like, I'm sorry, this is out of the blue, but I've come across your profile a few times and I think you would be so good at what I do. Right there, put something in there. I just think you are so gorgeous, and I love seeing the pictures of your kids. You have such a beautiful family. I would love to see if this opportunity that shows them that you're looking at their profile and you're actually paying attention to what's going on. I saw you just got back from vacation. That must have been so fun. I saw, oh my gosh, congratulations on your blessing, on your kid's first birthday. Like, you know, Instagram stalk them or Facebook stalk them at least a little bit, because you're going to be able to send less messages. So you're not going to have to just like pummel out 100 messages a day. You're going to be able to make genuine connections with these people, right? So you're inviting them. Have confidence. Girl, I have my hands on something so good and I have to tell you about it. Do you have 5 minutes? Do you have 5 minutes? I can get you on the phone. One person cannot make or break your business. It cannot. You cannot promote with only one strong leg. So stop waiting for one rock star to come into your business and change everything. One person saying no cannot break your business. So stop being so scared of the people that you're talking to not being interested. If any of you guys printed out this, of course I'm like getting all mixed up in these papers now. If any of you printed out that 200 tracker, you should. And every time you get a no, like mark on it. And be like, oh yeah, like this person said no. I literally don't know where I put it. Oh, it's right here. This one, where it's just like the boxes. I'm marking off the people that I get on the phone. But I want you guys to mark off the no's. Because hearing no cannot stop you unless you let it. Someone saying no is just them saying, no, sorry, not right now. I'm not interested right now. And that's it. That's all that they're saying. So reach out. Use what you know about them and keep it very casual, because they cannot make or break your business. So you're just offering them the information. You're just saying, hey, do you have a few minutes I can share with you what I'm doing? That's when you're gonna get them on the phone, okay? So once again, we're gonna come back to mindset, because the reason that everyone is freaked to get their potentials on the phone is because, number one, they're worried that their potentials won't want to get on the phone. I've gotten on the phone with 28 people this week. Have I had a couple of people say, no, I don't want to get on the phone? Yeah, I have. Are those the kinds of people that I want in my business? No, they're not. So it's fine, because I'll hit them up about the next BOGO that we do or something. You know what I mean? It's not like it's the end of the world, but I'm not going to waste my time being like, well, why? Like, what do you mean you won't get on the phone? I was just like, okay, girl, well, if you change your mind, let me know. Have a great day. Done. So get them, and then the reason that we're getting them on the phone, guys, efficiency. You can get everything that you would have had to say over weeks of them like forgetting to respond to you on Instagram and Facebook in one 10-minute phone conversation, and then know immediately what they're interested in or if they're interested in at all, instead of having to follow up with them for 6 months and then have them tell you, sorry, I'm not interested anymore. Like, I know I'm not the only one who gets that, okay? I literally got it today when I was following up with people. So we're avoiding all of that. Am I still getting told, sorry, I'm not interested? Yeah, I am. But I got told within a week. Within 1 week of me talking to them for the first time, they told me, I'm sorry, I'm not interested right now. And I said, can I follow up with you after the first of the year? And they said, yeah, totally. And I said, will you make a post for me? And they said, yeah, totally. And I moved on. I got more people to talk to. So it's just more efficient, and it's so personal. Literally the very first thing you say when you get on the phone with somebody is, thank you so much for getting on the phone with me. I feel like this is so much more personal, and I really just want to build this open relationship with you where we can talk about this, and if you're interested, then that's awesome, and if not, no big deal. Maybe you can just connect me with some people that you know. Does that sound okay? And people are always like, yeah, girl, that sounds great. Like, it's just so casual, and they can hear the inflection of your voice, and they can hear that you're sincere, and they can hear that you're really who you say you are on Instagram or Facebook, and it just makes it so much easier. So this is why getting on the phone is changing the game, and this is why you should all do it, especially if you feel like you're going to poop your pants. That is like 110% why you should get on the phone, because that means that is a serious growth and confidence thing that you need to like get over to reach the next level of self and business. Okay, so I'm going to go over the one-on-one combo with you guys real quick, but remember that you want to make this personal. So what I encourage you to do, if you can, is either print it out like I have it here, or have it up on your computer, or pull it up on your spouse's phone somewhere else, and then pull up your phone and talk to text and read it how you would say it and the things that you would mention in your story. That way you have a copy of exactly what you would say with your story in your phone that you can practice, and you can go back and you can edit it. You can print that version out. This is literally just like Jade's basic walkthrough. My one-on-one combo, like I'm gonna go along with the script a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what my conversation has sounded like. I don't know if Allie wants to like time me or something. I don't even know where she is. I can't even find her. What? Oh, my brother just got home. My dog's gonna lose his shit. Hold on. Okay, he's fine. Allie, will you time me doing my one-on-one script so we can see? Can you time me for my one-on-one script though, so we can see how long it takes? Okay. Tell me, give me like a ready, go or something. I don't know. Because I want to show you guys like how quick this is. Sorry guys, brother just got home. Okay, Allie, I'm just gonna go. I guess I could time myself since I'm not on my phone. Okay. Hey, how are you? Good, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for getting on the phone with me. I think it is just so much more personal. You understand who I am and what I do, and I'm not just like some rando from Instagram that's hitting you up, right? And then you can know exactly who I'm looking for, and you are gonna just be able to just understand me much better. So thank you so much for your time. I won't take up too much of it. So I'm with a health and wellness company that's been around since 2001, and we have over 50 different kinds of premium wellness and health products. We have skincare, we have vitamins, we have essential oils, we have our new line of keto products, we have detoxes, shakes, we have our body wraps, which is what we're most well known for, but there's a lot of misconceptions about them. They're literally just a lotion infused cloth that tightens and tones. Obviously, I've been using the products myself for almost 3 years, and I love my results. I would not still be here if I did not stand behind these products 100%. I'm down 20 pounds. I love our coffee. I drink it every single day. My anxiety is down. My energy levels are up. I'm obsessed. I could talk about it all day long if you couldn't tell. So we have an amazing customer program, which is basically like a monthly subscription box. So I can give you my discount without you actually having to become a rep. And then you can pick what full-size products you want to get sent right to your door every single month. So that's amazing. So basically I'm looking for people who are looking for a way to make extra money. I do this entirely from social media, mostly Facebook and Instagram, and I do it just like this. I'm just talking about it, posting about it, and then reaching out to people, giving them the information. If they're interested, then that's awesome. And if not, it's not a big deal, because there's so many people to talk to on social media that I never ever run out of people. I started my business back in 2015 because I was 21. I was working 2 jobs. I was in 3 classes, and I was planning my wedding. So free time was not a thing, and extra money was not a thing. And we were so broke, and we were scraping by, and I was just sick and tired of it. I was sick and tired of struggling. And so I don't know if you can relate, but I finally just got desperate enough that I hit up that girl who was posting about it on my Facebook. She was a friend from high school. She was talking about making money from home, and I was just so skeptical, but I decided I needed to find out about it. So I hit her up and she basically just told me everything I just told you, that it's family owned and debt free and Christian based and just so good, such good people and just such good quality products. So I decided to take the leap, even though I didn't really know how I was going to do this or what was going to happen or if my money would be well spent. I literally had no idea, but I took a leap of faith and my life has completely changed. I've promoted 5 times, earned over $20,000 in bonuses. I'm in the top 1% of the company at only 24 years old. And it literally has just changed everything for me. So I'm looking for busy, self-motivated people who want to make an extra $200 a month all the way up to replacing or exceeding their full-time income, or people who just want to try the products with my personal discount. Who do you know that would be a good fit for this? Yeah, that was 3 minutes and 18 seconds for anyone that was wondering. So that's, your phone calls are literally going to be that plus whatever else they say after that. Like, I've done like 28 calls this week, so I've been practiced. So please don't be like, you make that sound so easy. The first time I got on the phone 2 weeks ago did not sound like that. It was a lot more like hyperventilating and like no breath between my words, and like it was not so good. But I did it and I've practiced and now it's bomb. So once you all have done like 20 calls, you'll be good too. So what you do next, so then you say that, you say, so do you know anyone that you think would be interested? What do you think? They say, well, me, I think I'm interested. Oh my gosh, awesome. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself and what an extra income would do for you? And then just shut your mouth. And my team has been laughing at me super hard because I've been giving them this advice. I've been like, say the one-on-one script and then shut your mouth because you have to let them talk, and they are most likely more uncomfortable than you are because you know what you're doing and you have a script, but they do not. So make sure that you are giving them plenty of time to let the words come out of their mouth, to think about it, all of that kind of stuff. So make sure, that's literally like, say your deal, ask them the question, and then zip it and listen and write it down as they're talking. Mom, college student loans, works it. I'll show you guys my my calls that I did today. I did 4 calls today. This one, Manisha, lives in Boston, interested in products. Okay, great. Gabby Ford, 22, works full-time at a tile company, just got into fitness, would really like to do something where she could have freedom of time. Rihanna, products, again, she wanted weight loss, and we're going to talk about the subscription box thing too. So wait, hold your horses on that. And then this last one I did, Jordan Hodges, interested in the business for herself. She's going to school to be a lawyer. She's really tired of working so much and just feeling like she can't get ahead, and she's only 20 years old. So I know all of that just from this. So when I go back to follow up with them, I'm going to be like, hey girl, I want to help you get that freedom of time that you've been looking for. I know we talked about it. What's holding you back? Like all those kind of just little personal things you're going to be able to put into your follow-ups and your conversations. So that's why. So then let's go back. So they say me, you say, great, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you would like to make an extra income. They tell you. And then you say, okay, girl, oh my gosh, awesome. I love that you're a college student. I would love to have another self-motivated boss babe on my team. But I tell you what, I don't expect you to make any decisions off of one phone call. So I'm going to send you a couple of links, watch them, look through them, write down any questions you have. If I give you a call tomorrow, will you have had time to look through them? And they'll either say yes or no. Schedule a follow-up before you get off the phone. Okay, cool. So you'll have time to look at the links that I'm going to send you, and I'll call you on Wednesday at 3 to go over any questions you have. Does that sound okay? And they'll be like, yeah, sounds good. Okay, great. Write them down in your planner. That's your follow-up date. Done with that one-on-one. If they say, like this girl today, Rihanna, she said, well, I don't really know anyone who would be interested in promoting, but I think I am interested in trying the products with your discount. And I said, that is amazing. We have brand new monthly subscription boxes. I have 3 different categories. You want me to send you weight loss, detox and energy, or skincare? She said, probably weight loss. And I said, okay, great. We're going to get off the phone right now. I'm going to text you a quick questionnaire. Send me back your answers and we'll get you set up with a box. And she said, okay, sounds great. So that phone call was literally like 5 minutes long, guys. It was like so quick. And then I sent her the questionnaire. She sent me back her answers. We're still talking about the products, but she's pretty much, I mean, she said, I'll have to like check my text messages, but I think she said that she's in. I was doing follow-ups and stuff. My inbox is like sketchy because I sent so many messages earlier. Anyways, so yeah, so that's easy. Super, super easy. And then you can always also leave them with a call link or get them on Facebook and invite them on coffee and convos. You just want to like plant that seed of like, if they're interested in the products even a little, they probably would be at some point interested in making money if they decide that they love them. And then, yeah. And then if they say, you know what, I just don't think this is for me, like right off the bat, I don't think this is for me. I don't know anyone. I totally understand. Thank you so much for your time. Would you be willing to help me out by making a post for me? Or would you be interested in joining our online party to maybe win some free product so you can try it? Easy enough. Easy enough. So with the product one and the not for me one, you don't necessarily have to set a follow-up date. But make sure that if you're talking to them about the business, you 110% set up for that next follow-up call. Remember to use the coffee and combos, the weekly online parties, to go live, to use the call recordings. If you're talking to somebody and they're like still super skeptical, get a three-way call going. You know me and Allie, always down for a good three-way call. We'll do it. We'll show up for you guys. So remember, the fortune of this industry is in the follow-up. It is never no, it's not right now. And you want to make sure that when the timing is right for them, that you are around. So what about all the old stuff? What about all the old stuff that we used to do, Hope? Are we just throwing it out the window the last 3 years, 1 year, 6 months of my life just wasted? No, that's not what we're doing, guys. It's still very important to be building a presence and a following on social media, just the same way that we've been doing it before. And so you're still posting, but more personal. And this is where being a product of the product comes in like super important. Every single person on this Zoom needs to pick one product at least that they're going to use for the next 90 days. Even if it's just greens, even if it's just fat fighters, even if you're broke as a joke. Sell a wrap, sell something, sell some keto coffee, sell some clothes at a consignment store. Like, I don't really care. Like, you need to be using your products, even if that's literally just a container of greens that you're drinking every single day. Even if that's just fat fighters that you're taking with your largest meal of the day. This comes back to mindset, guys. If your mindset is going to be, I can't even afford a canister of greens, you need to work on up here and start hustling on your business more, because your only thing that's stopping you from making money at that point is you and your mindset around money. So every single person needs to pick one product that they're going to use for the next 90 days. And you need to post about that. You using the products that you are talking to people about, because as you're getting people on the phone and you're talking to them about the business and you're talking to them about the products, they are going to watch you. Like, can you just put yourself in the shoes of a potential for a second, and maybe they hadn't seen you on social media at all, but then you message them and ask to get them on the phone, and they get on the phone with you, and now they feel like they know you. So now they're like, oh, Marissa just posted again. Oh, Jessica just added something to her story. Like, because they know who you are now. So posting on social media and being more personal than ever is going to be very, very important. I would rather you post everything not about it works and post a bunch on social media and be live all the time and be talking to people and be super, super active and present on social media in the most personal way possible than post anything spammy on your Instagram ever again. Ever. Because the important part is the presence. The important part is, do people know who you are, and are you giving them something to watch and read and look at and laugh at and connect with and cry with? Because that's what we're doing here, is we're building connections. We're still messaging. We're just not calling it messaging, because messaging, the way that we were doing it, was super impersonal, and I just don't know any other adjective to put on it. So we're still going to be messaging, but it's going to be more personal. And because it's more personal and more casual, you're going to be able to send less messages. So however many messages you were sending in a day before, I want you to just like cut it in half and start there. And then if you're not getting enough responses and you're not getting enough phone calls and you're not getting enough enrollments, you can always do more. But I literally, like, I was sending like 200 a day, and now I'm down to like 50 a day because I'm literally like booked full. I have like 4 or 5 calls, and then like also the follow-ups from my other calls like every day in my planner. So, which is just so exciting because I haven't had this many freaking potentials in my planner in months, maybe years, to have this many names of potentials in my planner. So exciting. You're still adding people, always got to be adding people, same old adding training, add real people, add people that you have things in common with. And then we're still following up, but the follow-up is more personal too, and you're going to have to follow up less times, and you're going to be able to use these other tools for exposures that aren't you just texting them and saying, hey girl, are you ready to get your order in? You're going to be able to add them to the online party and send them links to videos and send them links to calls. And it's just going to feel so much, better. Do you guys agree? Are you guys excited about this? Like, does this feel good? I'm gonna go. Yes, yep, Candace, and that is just like literally the very last thing. You wanna see what the very last thing on my notes says? Be you, cause you are awesome. Be you, because you are amazing, and you at your best is what is gonna make your business just shine. And I know that it is so hard, right? When you've been told your whole life that you're not awesome and you should just like sit down and just like not do the thing and just like be quiet and just like do what everyone wants you to do. Screw that. Those people don't pay your bills, but this business does, right? And be more you and confident and authentic and just playful. Like, you guys know what our company motto is, right? It's freedom, friendship, fun. Fun. Have fun with this. Be yourself. Be personal. Tell your story. Be so overwhelmingly enthusiastic that you can't help yourself. You have to talk to people about it, because that is what makes you feel good in this business. And being in the business for 3 years, I know what it feels like to feel bad in my business. And I don't want to do that anymore. Like, ever. Like, done. Like, first 3 years, got it all out of my system, ready to spend the next 20 years of my life loving my career and loving my business and loving my family and loving myself and loving my life. And so, does anyone have any like specific like technical questions? I feel like I went over everything that I'm doing on a daily basis. I'm waking up in the morning. I'm getting, I'm getting out my messages. I'm scheduling my calls. I'm trying to get on 5+ calls every single day because that's what my schedule allows. Obviously, stay-at-home dog mom over here. If you're like working full-time and going to school, maybe shoot for 2 or 3 phone calls a day. Just depends on you, on yourself. But I hope that everyone challenges themselves to get 200 people on the phone this month, because that's what I'm doing with my challenge tracker. It is out of your comfort zone, but like, screw a comfort zone. Like, whatever happened in your comfort zone? Well, the life that you have right now is what's happening in your comfort zone. You obviously joined this business because you weren't happy with how that was going, right? So why would you stay there? That's what put you there in the first place. So that's, you have to just squeeze them in there, talk to these people, get them on the phone. It's going to be awkward. Your heart's going to pound. Might feel a little dizzy. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated, and get people on the phone. Drink your greens, take some Confianza. Maybe that's a product I'll take for the next 90 days. I'm going to need it for all of these damn phone calls. But I'm serious, you guys. Just start taking your business more seriously, and like, it won't seem like a big deal. Like, anybody, like, I was talking about this today, and I was just saying, like, you have to realize that the people that are going to drag their feet against this, like the people who are going to be like, no, they're the people who like aren't ready to take their business seriously and like become a business owner and an entrepreneur. And that's fine. I got to double diamond doing this same old. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying I don't want to send 200 messages a day for the next 20 years of my life. That sounds awful. I don't want to do that at all. And I don't want to ask the rest of you guys to do that. I don't even have kids yet. So like what happens when that happens? You think I'm still going to be here sending 200 messages a day? Like maybe, but probably not. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. This is going to be the September to remember. Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing. I forgot I accidentally put this on the other side. Do not prejudge who you are messaging about this. Do not prejudge who you are asking to get on the phone. If they're already a customer, I don't care. Get them on the phone. If you've been following up with them for a year and they haven't responded, message them. Try to get them on the phone. That's all of my follow-ups today. We're trying to get people on the phone to talk to them. And I had 5 people respond and I talked to 2 of them. They literally hadn't answered me since April, guys, because I told them, I said, I'm relaunching my business. I'm trying to be more personal. When do you have time to get on the phone with me? So this is your potentials, this is your referrals, and this is your current loyal customers. Those are all people that you have on your list to pull more referrals and potentials and customers and distributors from, okay? And that list is always growing and always changing. And that's why I bought literally this brand new notebook so I could write down the name and the day that I talked to them and the resources that I've sent them and stuff about them for every person that I get on the phone. So this whole notebook is essentially my new hundreds list that I'm going to work off of. So yeah, like I said, I think that's it. Make sure you're going through this packet. Make sure that you are going through talking about your why, developing your story, setting your goals, writing out your own one-on-one script, all of that, like super important stuff. Make sure you're taking the time to do it, and then just start. Just start. The very first day that Jade like messaged us and she like put us in this guinea pig group chat and was like, you're all going to do phone calls now. And we were like, I literally had a girl message me and say she wanted more info. And instead of being like, yeah, girl, so I do this and that, I was like, yeah, do you have 5 minutes to get on the phone? And she was like, yeah, let me just put the baby down. And I was like, oh my God. But I did. I called, my heart was pounding. I called her. I was like, hey, I had no idea what to say. The one-on-one script that you're now reading just kind of fell out of my mouth and Jade loved it. So now we're using it. And she was interested and I'm in the process of following up with her still. But I just did it, even though I felt like I was going to die. So get on the phone. You will not physically die from getting on the phone with somebody. I promise. It might be awkward. It may not feel excellent, but you will not die. And so just start doing it, guys. Just start using this new training. Oh, the subscription box thing. I knew that I was forgetting something, and that's why I'm like rambling and not getting off of this Zoom. The subscription box thing. So this is just a new way of talking about the loyal customer program, okay? And I know that I have it in my team page and Allie has it in her team page. We're probably going to be like rolling it all the way out for like the page that was Black Diamond Bootcamp and all that stuff soon, but just use this as a way to like perk up people's ears. FabFitFun is on my Facebook newsfeed like 75 times a day. Subscription boxes are like a total thing. And so just say, I have a new monthly subscription box, and then send them those pictures, right? Both the posts had the pictures with the questions on them. Ask them what they would rather answer. Send them a little questionnaire, get back their answers, and then change up the boxes with the prices to fit what they want. I had a girl today who, the box that I had like pre-made is like the coffee and the greens, but she doesn't like coffee, and she said she worked out 5 times a week, so I replaced the coffee with the Thermofite, and I sent her that instead. I said, I think this would be a great box combo for you. And then I sent her some results, and then all of the scripts and everything are on there, but like use it, guys. Like if you have potential customers that you've been talking to for months and they're like ghosting you because you're like talking about a 90-day program every week, try to message them and say, hey girl, we just launched brand new subscription boxes and I would love to get you in. And they're going to end up signing up for the 90-day program, but they're not going to know that that's what it is because of this new wording, and it's exciting and it's fun. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Like I said, I know that it's not actually anything different. Like, it's just a new way of talking about it that makes it a little more modern, a little more fun. People love subscription. I literally got a subscription box for my dog this week. People love subscription boxes. Okay, I think I just had a light bulb go off. Yeah, me too. I do not have the one-on-one. I do not have the one-on-one combo. Not my personal one. I need to. Yes, getting out of our comfort zones. Everything is so much more approachable. This is so easy, guys. I know it seems harder because what we do has been so, I was literally going to say cut and paste, but literally copy and paste. LOL, everything we've been doing is being so copy and paste that it's been really, that seems easy. This is not that easy, but it is simple. You just have to tap into that piece of your business that you've been missing, which is you and how you personally would talk to people about this business if they were standing right in front of your face. And that confidence that you're here and you're a business owner and you know what you're doing and you know what you're offering. Because you do. If you're on here, then you do. You have all of the tools that you need to be successful. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off. I hope you guys all have a fantastic night. I hope this was helpful. Please send me or Allie any questions that you have afterwards. I will get this recording up as soon as possible, and I will post it for replay purposes. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for getting on tonight. I love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye.